Hi, I'm Lani, Diane Rich of Chipperish Media.
And I'm Ian Martin from... And I'm Ian Martin. I'm a large, sparingly muscled Virgo who's down to clown, likes talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer and how we relate media to our lives.
And I'm a story expert who likes to talk about Buffy and relate it to how we tell our stories and live our lives, because our stories are our lives.
Buffy, man.
I know, right? So anyway, some time ago, like a year, 2 years...
Who the hell knows?
Anyway, one of you, actually a few of you, suggested we talk to each other, and so we did. We hit it off immediately, and I was like, we should totally collaborate.
And I was like, okay.
Which, is Ian's version of hell yes. I mean, I get it. He's a thinker. I'm a bouncy puppy who gets very excited about things. Anyway, then I found these great wine tumblers that keep your wine cold, and he liked my tweet about them, so I sent him one.
I like to refer to it as my live stream co-host.
That is how friendships are made. Anyway, we both got buried by our own oppressive schedules, and the collaboration kind of fell to the wayside. But we remained friends, got in touch every so often when one of our heads would pop up above the water, and we'd say, hey, we should do that thing.
We should do that thing. But I'm like always behind on videos, and Lani has all the podcasts to do. Plus, we figured you guys probably get enough Buffy talk from us already. Or maybe you don't. I don't know, some of you guys are weird. But we're already doing enough movies and television shows in our own pursuits. We didn't want to add to that here.
Plus, I generally do audio work while Ian is a video guy. So behind the scenes, we'd message to talk about the collaboration and then end up chatting about everything but the collaboration. Like, everything.
The Rock, Buffy, OkCupid horror stories, what it means to be humid. I am kind of sweaty right now. Wine.
Boda for the win.
Nighthawk.
Nighthawk?
So anyway, we kept having all these really cool conversations, and we decided, well, why don't we do this? All the stuff we talk about behind the scenes. Just talk in front of the camera and send each other our thoughts, sharing them at the same time with, all of you. Words
that will be carved on my urn of ashes. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
On mine? Trust me, it'll be fun. So, starting Wednesday, June 5th, I'm going to launch with the first episode of Nerd Chipper, talking with Ian about whatever I've got rattling around in my brain.
And then 2 weeks later, I'll send a video back to Lani talking about whatever's been going on in my brain.
The videos are going to be fairly short, 3 to 5 minutes, unless I go off on a ranty tear, which, let's face it, is probably going to happen eventually.
And we'll be doing them for 1 year, ending on June 2020, so subscribe now to the Chipperish YouTube channel.
And to the Passion of the Nerd YouTube channel.
And we'll see you on June 5th.